Okay, we're back. Scott has tapes, his cello's in tune. Yeah, now we're just gonna finish.
Yeah.
Probably gonna have you do a scale.
Ooh, fancy.
Uh,
I've already forgotten everything you told me.
I got that. That was good. Grab your
Sweet.
cello. Do you know the string order? Probably.
A,
I
D,
really-
G, C.
Okay, good.
G, C.
Just had to double check. That's good. So put your tapes on. So the first one is first finger.
Magical.
You guessed that one earlier. The second one is your third finger, which you also guessed earlier.
Heck yeah.
And then, of course, the last one is your fourth finger.
That's what.
So I think one thing that, I don't know, you're a violin player, I don't know if this will actually bother you, but the fact that you actually use your fourth finger as an actual note and not the
Yes, it
string
does.
up, that might bug you and might be hard to grasp
It'll
a
take
little
some
bit.
getting used to.
Yeah,
and
but you'll get used to it.
I think the harder part will be using my second finger for like naturals and flats and stuff.
Yeah.
And my third finger for like sharp notes and like
Yeah.
like
So-
not B flat on.
For this time,
String.
we're just going to focus on the A and D string.
Heck yeah.
D and A, I guess I should say in that order.
Da.
We're just gonna do probably a D major scale. We might do a C. We might do a C later with your G string. So if you do it in a scale, all you're gonna do is just open first, third, fourth. Open first, third, fourth.
Do you want me to go back down too?
We'll just go up to start.
Okay.
So make sure you have your left hand. This is gonna be the test of your left hand posture now. Don't feel intimidated. I'm just gonna go over here. And look
I'm
at you.
intimidated.
Just go over here and look
I'm
at you.
intimidated.
Yeah, you're good.
Heck yeah.
Keep your thumb curved on both. You're good. You can always look at the tapes to make sure you're playing the right note.
Relax, Scott. It's just a scale. I don't think that's right. That doesn't sound right. That sounds kind of sharp. Do, 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 do.
I'm not perfect.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. We are sorry for this brief interruption. The diagonal tape is like.
Just place your finger slightly behind the tape. That's your reference now.
Okie dokie. I will not remember that, and I'll probably get annoyed.
You
if
don't
say-
want your finger on the tape. You want it slightly behind the tape.
Is that for all of these?
No.
Just the first finger.
Just the first finger. You'll be okay. I'll fix it at the end.
I went to a
You're
violin
good, you're
vocal.
good, keep
I can
going.
do this. My arm feels very odd, like just like.
Yeah,
Am
technically.
I doing that right? Because I feel like I'm just like.
I was watching your left hand. I mean, yeah, I was
I
watching your
don't
left
think it
hand
should be
more
like
than your
this.
bow hand. You always want to keep this flat right here. You always want that to be flat.
So I shouldn't move my wrist at all.
Your wrist on cello, your wrist moves this way, not this way.
Shouldn't move like this on violin either, but okay.
It moves laterally, not.
I guess that's how I apply pressure sometimes on my violin, but no, I should not be doing that on my violin.
So we'll just do it again. This time I'll watch your bow hand, since that's what you want me to watch.
My wrist feels wonky. I have wonky wrists. I can do this. Maybe.
Go down.
Frick.
Yay, you played your first scale.
Yep.
On your A string, mean, your wrist is gonna go down a little bit. What time do you want Isaiah to start? I'm trying to think how to explain this.
Dude, we gotta go for like twice as long as we have.
We're okay right now.
What are we gonna do?
Don't worry. I'm trying to think how to explain this.
Just teach me vibrato right now.
So when you're going up, if I'm on the G, when you're going to the A, you don't necessarily want to move your wrist up like that. What you're
Is it
doing
more
is
your
you're bringing
elbow?
your elbow up.
Makes sense.
Yeah, except you don't need to keep your wrist flat.
But that like, this looks
Your
weird.
thumb curved.
Something about this doesn't feel exactly right.
There you go. Yeah. That's right. So, if you're worried about string crossing when you're playing,
I'm gonna stick toothpicks in there.
if you're worried about string crossing, honestly, right now, I'd say don't be worried about it because I did that for like all of 7th grade when I was learning how to play cello. It'll eventually,
Stop.
yes, if it gets bad enough, I will obviously help you with that. But another thing you can do is you can just play slightly forward because the strings are a little bit farther apart, closer to the bridge. So if it's really, really bugging you, one, you can make sure you're not like way up here because that's going to be a lot harder. And try and be up here more. So,
Legend.
just have you go ahead and do a scale again.
Same one.
Same scale.
Same.
Go up and down.
Until we just put that finger on the wrong string.
I'm gonna
I
try
don't
and
have
watch.
like the muscle memory that I have on my violin, and it's like freaking me out.
You're good. I'm gonna try and watch everything this time.
Every. I'm moving. Ow. Freaking thumb. Can you not?
Nice.
just,
I
like,
was
not
gonna
do
say, you can decide which thumb, but both of your thumbs weren't curved. The
Yeah.
left hand wasn't as dramatic. You were close, but you can pick which one. You're just gonna play the scale again and try and focus on keeping. Which thumb do you want to do? Finger or bow?
Did you say finger or thumb?
Finger or bow?
Oh.
Here, I'll move your tape for you.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh man.
Which one do you want to focus on?
I feel like this one's the bigger problem. So.
Okay, try and focus on that, and I'm not worried about your tone. So if you're really light because you're trying to focus on that, that's totally okay. Like I said, it should feel like you're gonna drop your bow. But the thing is, the cello's gonna be holding it up for you, so you can just go.
Okay, that works. Sort of like a crab. Just like.
Yeah.
Okay. When I'm holding it should not allow my thumb to
I
like.
think you can relax your fingers a little bit. I think that's part of it, is you're using your thumb to really push against your fingers. If you just reflect, kind of do the opposite.
Reflex.
Sorry, kind of the opposite. Pull your fingers more towards your thumb. Don't overthink this. I'm just being like kind of slight, and that'll make it so that way you can keep your thumb loose, because your fingers are try and make it so your fingers are holding the bow and not your thumb and your first finger holding the bow. Does that make sense? Or no?
I think so.
Okay. So try and do that, and just to start, just play D. Don't do anything. Try and focus on your thumb, keeping it curved.
think that's right.
Your thumb's just bigger. You're good.
Okay.
It looks like it's in the right spot. You can just hold it down and double check the
Should I just like, boom?
Yeah, it looks like it's in the right spot. Do scale again. This time, really try to focus on your thumb. I'll remind you if your thumb is not curved.
That's weird because like my thumb's like, there's a large disparity between my thumb and my forefinger, so it's like weird. I don't know, to have that curved. Can you like?
Yeah, it looks right to me.
I just feel like it's a little bit like straight, but all right.
What's straight, your thumb?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Are you saying like compared to mine?
Yeah, you have small thumbs though, so that might.
Yeah, I think it's just because your thumbs are very large.
Okay.
You have large thumbs. Larger thumbs.
Okay.
Actually, I think if you're really, really worried about it, you want more of the edge of your nail. Not, you're kind of doing like...
I have no nails. Have you seen my nails? Look at this.
I know. But you're kind of putting it more towards the front of your nail. You want it to be right next to where your nail would be, since you said you don't have any nail.
Yeah. I mean, I have a nail. It's just like...
Like right there.
Mm.
That's where you want it to be.
So like that corner there. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Make sure your thumbs... There you go, yeah. Now you're having your thumb's a lot more curved, yes. Yeah, that was right. Curve your thumb.
This annoys me because like I don't be like no.
I'm trying not to get too advanced technique because I'm looking at the way you're bowing and
I gotta
it's,
get like a thumb brace.
I just have more of the lateral technique in bowing, so I'm not really using my shoulder as much. It's all just my wrist.
Never mind. I was gonna like make a little thumb brace so it forces it to be curved.
I mean, you could. I don't know how you do it.
Couple rings on a few rubber bands should work, but I mean, so
I'm thinking.
how do I do pizzicato? That was the first thing I learned in violin, so I assumed that it would be one of the first things I learned on cello too.
I probably should have done that first. It's not that complicated. We'll just pitch your scale now. But you're just...
Where do I put my thumb on violin? I'd put it
Personally, what I do,
right here.
I've never really heard like specifically on if you're supposed to do anything special with it. But sometimes I'll just pluck without having my thumb anywhere. Not very
So
often.
like would this work?
If anything, I just put my thumb on the side of the fingerboard.
Alright. Alright, I can do that.
Yeah, so it's not too hard. Normal pizzicato problems that like get sore or tired.
Yeah,
So you can
that's
just
understandable.
switch fingers. That's why I'll switch fingers first and
Yeah,
second.
that's something that guitar helped me with. I can just like.
We'll just do a different scale now and different fingering. We're gonna do a C major scale. So we're gonna start on your D with your fourth finger down. G. Well, that was a struggle. You start on your G string with your fourth finger down because that is a C. Your string will be a C.
I can just like.
We'll just pluck it first. No, you're starting on your G string. Nope, that's not the scale we're doing. We're starting on G string. That was a C scale, yeah, it was. Well, I'm wanting, I'm having you do this because it can get
What
your,
the heck? That just made a weird noise.
it just locked into place, that's all it did. You can get your second finger, can feel the difference between violin and cello, where instead of your second finger being the same thing, you're just gonna have, that's gonna be your half step or your whole step, depending on, it should get, basically your second finger,
like a whole step.
when you're in first position,
On cello was like a
that
double
is a whole
step.
step right there.
A double step.
Yeah.
Double two whole steps. I'm gonna call it a double step. I'm not sure
So
if that's
yeah, so it's a half
correct,
step
but still.
Because C to B half step, G to A. Wait, G to A is a whole step.
Yeah.
Sorry.
B to C.
Sorry, I
is
meant
half
sorry.
step, E to F
I
is
said that
half
wrong.
step.
I said that wrong. We have D to E. That's weird. Yeah, so on C string, it's a half step to E flat. On G string, it's a half step from A to B flat. On D string, man, I'm struggling. On D string, it's a half step from E to F, and on A string, it's a half step from B to C. So, that's a little bit different. So I was just gonna have you do a C string, starting with your fourth finger on your G string. This guy. We'll just pluck it. Yeah, so that's a G.
That's a C.
I mean a C. With a C. And then D. E. And then instead of doing, that would be an F sharp. So you gotta put your second finger down. A little bit flat. You wanna put your finger a little higher. Okay. Pretty much you want it just about right in the middle. Yep. And then fourth finger down. And then second finger. Yep.
Are we going back down?
Sure. A little bit flat again. Yeah,
I
you
did
did.
it!
Now we'll just bow it. Do you want me to bow with you?
We might need to, like, I feel like I'm about to get stabbed in the knees.
I'll do small bows. That was not right.
Nope. Alright, let's go. What the?
Nice.
Hurt.
That hurt.
Not physically, but mentally.
Mentally, I don't have a book. I need a book. And then we could have you play a song.
Technical studies.
Yeah, these are the scales. Actually, I wonder if I can have you do an exercise. Let's see. What's the very first exercise right there?
Cello push-ups.
You want to do that? Nah, you could do this. You know how to read bass clef, right?
Kind of. Not well.
Time to learn.
I'll need to stare at it for like a couple seconds before I play the right note. But like, yeah.
That's totally fine. I'll tell you how I read bass clef.
I need to.
Can you see it?
Which one am I doing?
We'll just do A first. I mean the first one. We'll do number 1 first.
Okay, that starts on A.
It does start on an A. It just goes through all the strings.
Spring
basically.
rings. Heck yeah.
They're all.
Oh yeah.
It's all open. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do this one. Go ahead and play that one.
I should do this. think I messed it up a bit, but I'm gonna start that measure before.
Okay.
My freaking hand is starting to hurt. Keeps on hitting my knee.
Yeah. That was good. What did you
I felt
feel
the-
when you were doing that? Like specifically?
I heard the pain in your voice.
No, that was actually good. That was actually good.
Um,
When you said your hand was getting tired, you were talking about your bow hand.
Yeah.
That's probably just because it's different muscles that you haven't used, especially because you're holding it a little bit different.
Yeah.
I'd guess. You said it was hitting your knee,
Yeah.
which I understand.
I think I just gotta go at a less extreme angle.
That and also it is partially a less extreme angle, but it could also mean your cello's not high enough. Because if your cello's high enough, you won't be hitting your A unless you're like really angled. And I think your end pin might have dropped. That's what that sound was earlier. Yeah, because you want it to be resting against your chest, but right now it's at your knees where it's supposed to be. Yeah, so your end pin did get a little bit shorter, which,
Should I just tighten it more?
well, you need to extend it first. But yes, that did go better than I think you thought it did.
Cool.
Do you think you could do the second one? It has fingerings now.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, we'll do the second one. It'll probably be the last thing we do, though.
It's ominous. But it would be the last thing you would.
That's not what I meant by it'll be the last thing we do.
I know. I'm just pulling your leg, slapping your knees. That's why they call it a knee slapper.
Keep your thumb bent on your...
Alright. Hold up, okay. I keep on switching again. I can do it, I promise.
Try and use your whole bow on the notes. The best you can. Keep your thumb bent. It's okay.
Alright,
I don't know where you are, to be honest.
I think I was like right there, so. No, yeah, that's right.
You did it!
Yeah!
That's all I'm gonna have you do. Do you actually want another lesson?
Sure.
Okay, if you actually want another lesson, I'll print off scales for you, and I'll just have you do G and C again, just so that you can get used to the second and
DNC
third.
because we just did DNC.
Yeah, we're doing D and C. That's what I said.
I thought you said G.
No, we'll
got
do
really
D and C, and then I'll probably print that first page, just have you do the third one on there, just that way you can get used to fingering and bowing, and if you actually want another lesson, then yeah.
Can I
Okay.
pay in pizza? I don't have any cash on me.
Yeah, I made pizza. I'm down. Okay, but thanks for coming and helping me with my project, and also helping you with learning cello.
Thank you, Preston.